Rob and Slim Show.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Right.
Comedian
Are we
Brendan
on the
Kerr?
air, or is this an informal conversation?
We
are live right now. We just
Wow.
fucking go into it, man. It's like, let's do
Incredible.
this. Yeah. Yeah, man.
What are you doing, dude? You're a stand-up and a cartoonist.
I'm a stand-up. I'm a cartoonist. I'm a scuzzy street hustler, comedy ticket selling guy.
Nice.
Wait, what does that mean? A street hustler? Wait,
You got to sell it on the street.
I'm a barker. It's my fancy term for barker, I guess.
what's barker?
You know, I sell I'm the guy who stands outside and harasses tourists.
That's amazing.
Comedy club and-
Can you harass us?
Yeah,
like
give us
right
a
now?
sample of bargain.
Can I harass you guys?
Yes, yes. Like I'm walking by, just trying
Yeah.
to tweet or
We're
something.
role playing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you're role playing. All right. Do you guys want to see a comedy show tonight?
Fuck no. What the fuck would I want to go to a comedy show? You think you're funny?
All right, well then you gotta keep walking. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm partially interested.
I'm not gonna try that hard. There's somebody right behind you, man. There's always another mark.
Who's playing? Who's performing?
Oh, it's Ugly Joe and Big Bob and a bunch of people you've never heard of.
Is Ugly Joe ugly and Big Bob fat?
Is he a big motherfucker?
Actually, they're vice versa.
Oh, that's gay.
Ironically, it's a little bit of confusion.
Does one of them have HIV? Because I might stick around for that.
I think they both do now.
Do they like fucking men? Because then I'm really sticking around.
Well, who doesn't?
Brendan, how long have you been doing comedy for?
I've been doing comedy for about 4 years now. I'm actually on unfortunately, as far as stand-up goes, I'm on a bit of a hiatus. I'm actually in Phoenix now, just like one of your other guests. So,
Okay.
if you wanna come hang out with me too, I got a nice. I'm sharing a 500 square foot house with 2 chihuahuas, 2 parrots, 2 retired parents, and a cat. So
Is there a lot of shit on the floor?
Did you say retarded parents?
Retired.
Or parents? Oh,
So there's a lot of animals and
Well,
old people. There's a lot of shit on the floor.
there is we're doing pretty good on shit. Not a ton of it, but
Right.
the cat wakes me up every night. I think it's bringing a jackhammer into his litter box, as far as I can tell. It's unpleasant.
Where's your cat,
I
Slim?
have no clue. I have a little mutant cat. He's
He's
like
got
I-
many legs, bro. He's got half
A
legs.
mutant
He's a
cat.
low rider.
Yeah, he's got little he's like a Munchkin Siamese
Oh,
or something.
that's cool.
I don't fucking know, man. He's weird.
And he's
like,
fat as
a
fuck.
grumpy cat kind of.
Yo,
Grumpy cat of Munchkin?
he's miserable. He's got the Napoleon complex, bro. You try to pet him and he
Yeah.
claws the fuck out of you.
I wouldn't mess with Grumpy Cat. I got nothing bad to say about the Grumps.
He's got a real dirty butthole, too. He's,
What cat doesn't? That's part of the personality.
So now, were you a cartoonist first or comedian first?
I've pretty much done comics and cartoons since I was capable of holding a crayon until now, so.
Okay.
As far as comedy goes, I always wanted to do stand-up comedy, but even when I was like a teenager, I wanted to do it, but I was like scared shitless, like a
Yeah.
lot of people,
Yeah.
I figured I'd go on stage and I'd just get heckled for 10 minutes and leave crying, which it is kind of like that sometimes. But I started doing comedy when I was pretty late, like when I was 27. But before that, I used to like go to karaoke bars like constantly, like, and just act like a fucking maniac, like just sing songs and falsetto and like just do routines, like do weird voices and impressions and stuff. And I used to like do these karaoke nights, and I'd be like, man, it would be great like if there was just a mic that was like open and like I could just say what I wanted to say instead of having to like sing and stuff. I had no concept of how it was done. Like, I just had no idea like how to enter it. I figured it out eventually, but
So now I'm
now,
curious.
sorry, Slim, but going to open mics, like, and you saying you're a barker, I know I was supposed to do one open mic fucking many years ago, dude, and you had to bring like 15 or 20 people like to see you that night.
Yeah.
That's how it
that's not
goes,
an
right?
Open mic. That's not an open mic. That would be like a bringers. There are clubs that try to act like bringers are open mics, But in open mic, especially in Manhattan, you just walk into one. Half the time you don't even have to pay or buy a drink.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. It's not cool.
I wouldn't umbrella that under cool. But.
I think that you see like a lot of wacky, great stuff at those open mics in the city, like in the Village. I think one of the best things I ever saw was there was a lady who she did a puppet show in quotations with the puppets were an empty soda bottle and 3 dirty rags. Like that's the kind of stuff you see. Like, but that's fun, Like if you, I think a lot of people like to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would. I would get a kick out of that. Did they have names?
They were like Mr. Raggy and Mr. Bottle. And then I went up right after her, and I was like, "That was awesome!" And then I moved the stool out of the way, and I was like, "Get out of my way, Mr. Stool!" And I think she was really upset because she stormed out. I offended her.
How did he do that? That was my thing. I didn't think anyone else could do that.
And then the lawsuits came.
Stoolie, get out of here! And it was just a piece of shit.
Exactly.
I would just took a shit on the stage.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy, man.
So I was wondering, like the comics and the cartoons you wrote, was that always comedy or?
I think I always wanted to be like a filmmaker. I always wanted to be a director.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, in my teen years, I was like really serious. Like I'm gonna be the next auteur. And then I realized I sucked at that. Like I couldn't write anything that was that compelling. Yeah. And I made a decision probably when I was 20, I was like, I want to do comedy. Like, I'm just going to stick with that. I'm not going to try to do, drama and serious shit, just try to just do what I'm good at or supposedly good at. I don't know. Just focus on one area, not just try to be something I'm not.
Yeah.
So are you still doing the comics and the cartoons, or no, you're just doing comedy now?
Always, yeah. Like I said, I left New York briefly. There's a lot of, just crap going on. It got to a point just a series of events literally in a 3-month period lost my job, lost my girlfriend, and lost my apartment. Only the girlfriend was my fault, to be fair, but and then it just things got it was cool because I was starting to do really well at comedy. My second year something clicked. I was starting to hit it. I was starting to do pretty well most nights.
Yeah.
And, it was that cliche though, where things were so miserable in my life, where I was making people laugh, but I was crying on the inside, that kind of thing,
Yeah, the sad clown.
I mean, exactly. It was getting pretty rough, and I'm from Long Island. I'm a New York native, and but I mean, my last week in New York, man, I was so just out of it and pissed and just going through so much shit. One of my last memories of New York was I went to see Ryan Adams at Central Park, and I got dragged out by security before the first song even started.
Wow.
Because I decided to drink a bottle of vodka before the show because I was so miserable, and I kept falling on top of people. I just kept collapsing, and I collapsed on this one guy who was sitting on a picnic blanket, and he was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I screamed in his face, "Eat my pussy from behind." At which point I felt an arm on my shoulder, a hand on my shoulder, and I just hear a security guard "You need to leave immediately."
You sound like our intern. You sound like our intern. He's not on tonight. He went away, but he went away.
I blacked out and woke up on the sidewalk on 93rd Street a few hours later. And I was like, you know what? I think I need to work on my life a little bit.
Bro, I want you on our show. I want you on live. You're that's fucking awesome.
I mean, yeah, it's those kind of things that are funny in the past, but when they're happening, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, no,
so,
that's
I came out to Phoenix to my parents retired here, and
okay.
I'm going to school for welding and metal fabrication, so I'll have a nice little day job and go back to comedy. I'm not done with stand up. Just getting it together, just trying to make some money so I can afford to live in there.
What are you going to school for? You said?
I'm going to school for welding and metal fabrication, just metal kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a form of art, so I'm into it.
I would rivet just a big dick in the middle of town, just.
We make a lot of dicks in class. We really do. Like, there's a lot of metal dicks that we.
You don't realize how many you have to do
Yeah.
to get an A.
Yeah.
Another
It's
dick.
a lot of dickery.
That's awesome, man.
Now, what do you use, Brendan, to animate? Do you animate, or does somebody else animate your ideas?
I do everything myself. Currently at my mom's kitchen table.
Cool.
Just sitting there grinding. Yeah, I do everything myself. It's like it's a mix of like kind of stop motion construction paper and digital stuff involved there too.
That's cool,
man.
Yeah. I mean, I love doing it. It's just, I would do it if I was the only person that ever saw it,
I like that. I was impressed, too, because you have some stuff on Funny or Die, and a lot of it is way more funny than Die. Like, I was impressed with that, man. I like that, because I don't think...
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know how ours would play out if I did something. I used to do a lot of Newgrounds. I used to do, I used to use Flash
Your
MX.
Newgrounds show was pretty funny.
That shit was good.
Yeah.
And I try getting back into doing it. It's a lot. It's a lot to animate, dude. It's a lot to put in.
You tried doing like Flash stuff.
What's that? Oh, Flash, yeah.
He has a few, like a Pokemon.
It's called Pokemon. It's a pornographic Pokemon. Like, they're all like Squirtle. It's just
what's
what
amazing,
is he, a dick? Or?
What's amazing about it is this is a guy who knows nothing about Pokemon.
I never watched one.
And when he did the Flash animation, he knew nothing about Pokemon. So it's amazing. It's
all good, man.
The only thing I knew is that my friend said that one of them, or Ash's mom, was always worrying that he had clean underwear. So that's a line in there. My one buddy did a line as like a smoker mom, like, make sure you have clean underwear. or something like I don't even remember, but yeah.
And all the Pokemon are just like, what was it, like Dick
Duo, or Dick Duo. He's like two fucking dicks on a bird. Like there's Pube Tangle. There's Pikachu is just like a peeping Tom, like while he's wanking it.
Of course.
There's Manchoke. He's just choking his fucking dick furiously. Like, yeah, it's just a nasty Pokemon.
Dicks are always funny,
right?
Like, it's just one of those things. Like, it's just funny looking. Like, us men were so confident of our junk, but it's like. Pretty funny when you look at it.
Yeah.
It's a lot to laugh at.
It's not a normal looking thing. Show your dick to the camera, Slim.
No.
We have an intern, and we call him the Lamborghini, and one time, like, fucking a year or two ago, I wanted him to show his stomach to the camera, and he wouldn't. It was during, I think, the Tie Shorts. Tie Shorts interview. I'm like, I think I messaged him or something. I'm like, bro, just show your stomach and slap it, and he wouldn't. But then we convinced him to to do a bit called belly porn, where he just rubbed like cottage cheese and like fucking ground beef on his stomach. Like,
that's great.
I don't know how he agreed to that, bro.
Yeah, I remember those Halsey days of being 14 and being fat and being afraid to show my stomach off. At this point, though, I've like stripped myself of so much dignity that like I don't even care. Whatever you want me to do.
Yeah.
I'll walk around Times Square in a thong. Who gives a shit?
That's what we did to him. He's 15 now, and he's a good kid.
I'm sorry?
Our intern, he's 15 now. He's a good kid.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, well, that's that age. That's that age, right? Like,
they're very moldable.
So shy. Yeah.
He's 15 now.
Oh shit! How is the scene out there, Brendan? Are you still getting gigs?
I have not really. Like, I have had people like reach out to me. Like, I've made some connections, but I don't have a car, which is a problem out here. It's not like being in Manhattan where you just hop on the subway to anywhere. So
yeah,
I will be doing some gigs out here, and I would like to at some point, because I'm so close to California, I might as well just like go over there for a while and see if I could just do a weekend, do a couple spots in California and mix it up. Now I'm mostly focusing on the cartoons. Like, I put out an animated, I think 3 or I'm trying to think. I put out 4 cartoons since August by myself, like totally by myself.
Cool.
All like 1.5 to 2 minutes, and So, and it's good. I'll have like a nice little stockpile once I get, back on stage again. I'll have something to, show off, and so I'm happy about that. I feel like it's a good time. Like, I didn't want to have to take time off from stand-up, but I feel like if there ever was a time to take some time off, it's now, because with everything like political going on, it's so contentious. Like, I keep reading all these like horror stories about like things that are going on in New York with, the clubs and people with just different opinions fighting.
Yes. I would imagine. It's a tough time.
I mean, you can read. There's a thing about this place called, I think it was called the Experimental Art Gallery, and you can read about what happened with that. Like, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but you can look it up on Google or whatever and see like just the kind of stuff that's like going on with free speech in general, and just like I said, just people with different opinions just fighting, and I don't know.
Yeah, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I even see it in guests, like, they just get way too involved in political tweets or whatnot. Like, was Obama that great, or is Trump that bad where things are going to change that drastically? Like, I don't think so, man.
I'm pretty against Trump. I will admit that, if you've seen my stuff, you've seen I'm like not afraid to. But I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like we gotta figure it out ourselves. Like I've said before, like politics are like the retarded cousin of society. Like it's up to us to solve our problems. The politicians don't matter. Like we gotta figure it out. You know what I mean?
The same thing.
Individuals, like we gotta talk.
The new generations rely too heavily on the politicians. Like, really, that's just a dude there. Like, we're still doing our shit, man. You're still going to be able to do whatever the fucking shit you're doing right now. Like,
I hope. There definitely is a very, like, fundamental, like, difficult challenge to, like, between fake news and free speech being challenged, like, there's a lot going on right now, there's a lot to think about, so I hope, and that's why I love stand-up comedy too, because I think even podcasting is the same thing. Like, if you're somebody that's like putting your voice out there, like you are an ambassador for free speech.
I agree. I had a friend at work we have that conversation with every now and then. It's the last like free speech out there is a comedian or a podcaster. I completely agree, man.
I've heard Jim Norton say that he thinks eventually he's gonna catch up to comedians.
It's gonna be gone. Yeah, like it's gonna be, people aren't getting, with the new generations, they're not even gonna find any of this entertaining. They're not gonna find it funny. They're gonna be like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Like, it's gonna be weird eventually.
It's difficult. It's just a difficult thing for, like, because I can relate to people who, like, obviously, like, people just want to get along and see all races and types of people get along, but it's just tricky. It's very tricky. There's no right answer, I guess.
Yeah. It's a weird time we're moving into, or we've been in. Exactly. Anywho.
I do think it is like a conversation that people need to speak about. Like it is something that needs to be said. But whatever.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Nice. What, Brendan? Where can everybody find you, dude?
Well, you can check out my Funny or Die page, funnyordie.com/BTK Productions. BTK. As in the serial killer, also my initials, Brendan Timothy Kerr. And I'm on Twitter at BrendanKerr13, FunnyBoyBTK. And, check out my cartoons, check out Freak Mountain, check out Mr. Gravity, check out the Marky Mark workout tape, the animated series.
I was going to ask you, dude, was that real audio that you took that from?
Yeah. I just used the audio from the original workout tape. Me and my friend Danny.
I didn't know there's
a Marky Mark workout tape. That's amazing.
I was watching it. I thought it was real. I'm like, this is fucking funny.
Yeah, man. If you're gonna like look at any of my stuff, I think that's probably my favorite.
I really enjoyed the Marky Mark workout tape.
Me and my friend Danny have had like running jokes about like that tape for years. Like we just always are like quoting it and referencing it. He's got a cousin Jizz. He's like, here's my cousin Jizz. Like, that's so bizarre. I don't know. It's really, check out the original tape too. Like, watch my cartoon, but watch the original. You can see it on YouTube.
I
It's
got
very
to.
amusing.
I gotta fucking watch that now.
Yeah, watch it definitely. It's worth it.
Nice, dude. Well, thank you so much, Brendan.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it. I didn't know what to do. I was listening to the podcast before I called, and you got people that are friends with like Slash and
I
this
didn't
guy
even know
from
that.
Breaking Bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
my biggest claim to fame is I one time did a show with a guy who did the voice of the Taco Bell dog.
That's
I
cool in
can't
my
believe
book.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Joey Lawrence at all?
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
Yes, I wouldn't worry about
Yeah,
it.
Slim didn't know him. You rock, Brendan.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for having me. I had a great time.
We did too.
All right. Well, break a leg. See you around.
Later, bro.
Have a good one.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.